So good afternoon to one and all. So for our last lectures, as the same day, same time, that lecture we have started at 4 p.m. For today, we are started on same time, that is 3:55. 5 minutes delay for joining the students. So for last lectures, we have covered the points for the exception handlings and strings. So strings, we have covered the most of the parts on string. So we will revise that points. A string, as we know, string is nothing but the sequence of characters. Okay, so we have already seen the some of the string functions, that is string length, then string to upper, string replace, string split, then string concatenation, that is the combination of that strings we have already seen for the previous lectures. Okay, and now how to add the space between that strings. Okay, how to give the space between that strings we already seen for the previous lecture. So the next point today we are going to start, that is string methods. Okay, the some of the strings methods were already remained for the previous lectures. That points we are going to continue as it is. So first method of the string is nothing but the capitalize. First method of the string is nothing but the capitalize, that is the methods, or we can call it as in functions. Description of that capitalize method is that convert the first character to uppercase letters. When your string is in capital letters, so you can convert that strings into the uppercase. So second method in case is, in string is case fold. Convert the strings into lowercase letters. So case fold method is used to convert the string into your lowercase letters. So third method of the string is nothing but the center. Center returns a center strings. If your string is at the end or at the beginning, if you want that strings in the center, so you can use the center method to return the center of the strings. Now fourth method is the count. So count method or function which is helpful for to return the number of times a specified value occur in the strings. So that is the count. So count, we can also call it as count function, is used to, or it is helpful to return the number of letters which is present in that strings. So next is the encode. So returns an encode version of the strings. The end with, so these methods end with or ends with method returns the true if the strings ends with the specified value. Okay, so next expand tabs. So this method is used to set the tab size of the string. Okay, so that is the expand tab, set the tab size of the strings. So next method is the find. Find itself says that search the strings for a specified value and return the position of where it was found. So next method is the format. Format methods used to format the specified values in a string. Next, format map. Format specified value in a string. The index method, which is search the strings for a specified value and return the position of where it was found. So next method is alphanumeric. Is alphanumeric to return true if all the characters in the strings are alphanumeric. And next is alpha. So is alpha method is used to return the true if all the characters in the strings are in alphabet order. So these are the strings methods, some of the methods are also there. Okay, so I will just read all the methods and their descriptions. So is decimal is another method. Return true if all the characters in the strings are decimal. And is digit, return true if all the characters in the strings are digit. Is identifier, return true if the string is an identifier. Then is lower, return true if all the characters in the strings are in lowercase letter. Is numeric, return true if all the characters in the strings are numeric. And is printable, return true if all the characters are in the strings are printable. So these are all are the standard methods of the strings. Okay, so just remember that might be 20 to 25 methods are there. You just remember these methods for the strings. If your string is in lowercase letter, if you want to convert it into uppercase letter, there is a method which is available, that is to uppercase. Okay, like that all the methods are there. So that is for the string. So as string is nothing but the collections of sequence of characters is known as strings. Now for previous lectures also we have executed some of the program based on the strings and their strings methods. We have executed all the programs for the string methods, which is important. So let's start with the next point for the in second chapter, that is the scope of the variables. So as we know, variable is used to, variable is nothing but store the values, or it is the storage memory locations. So that is nothing but the variable. So there are three types of variables are there: local variable, global variables, and static variables. As I already explained, local variable, global, difference between local variable, global variable, and static variable. So local variable which is declared inside the class, which is known as the local variables. Global variable, the variable which is declared outside of the class, is called as global variable. And static variable, the variable which is declared as the static, is called as static variable. Okay, so I have explained all the variable types. Okay, so let's see scope of the variables. Variables कुठे store करायचा. So same three scopes are there. Okay, local scope, global scope, and static scope. So let's start. A variable is only available from inside the region. It is called scope. Or a variable is only available from inside the region it is created. This is called as scope. म्हणजे it means that wherever you are created, wherever you are given the scope of that variables inside the regions, or inside that curly bracket, or inside the class, is called as scope of the variable. So or we can call it as a variable is only available from inside the region it is created. This is called as scope. So there are three types of scope are there: local variable, second function inside the functions, then global variables. So let's see first, that is the local scope. So variable created inside a function belongs to the local scope of that functions. जे व्हेरिएबल्स फंक्शनच्या आतमध्ये क्रिएट केले जातात त्याला काय म्हणायचं, लोकल स्कोप ऑफ दॅट functions, and can only be used inside that functions, and these variables can only be used inside of that functions only wherever you have created the functions. It is not accessed outside of that functions. So local scope or local variables which is created inside the function which is belongs to that local scope is called as local scope. Examples are given. A variable created inside a function is available inside that functions. Okay, so here they have created one, they have given one example. We have to we have here just they have created simply one function, that is my function name. So my function C is the name of the function and define, that is the definition of that functions. After that they have created one variable and they are accessing the value, they are assigning the value for the variable is 300, x is equal to 300, and then print of x. In this example they have only created the variable x is equal to 300, but the function scope is limited within that function, or the variable, sorry, not function, variable scope is limited to that functions only. So x is equal to 300 and simply here they have printed print of x. I will execute the same program here, that okay, so this is define my function of C. So my function of C is the name of the function. Then enter use space x is equal to 300. Then enter, then print. You need to print the values of x, that is x. Okay. After that to print that value, use my function C, that is the name of the function, and then enter. The output will be, that is 300. It will display on that windows. So that is nothing but the local scope. So local scope is nothing but the functions or variables created inside the function belongs to that local scope of that function, and the functions variables can only be used inside that functions only. Okay, so that is the example for the local scope. So next is a global, sorry, next is a function inside a function. Function inside the, I will allow some of the students first of all. Okay, function inside the functions. It means that first you have created one function, so we have some given the definition of that functions. After that function you can create one another function is called as function inside the function. Let's see the definition as explained in the above example. Variable is not available outside the function, right? Because we have only accessed, or we have only created the variable inside that functions only, but it is available for any function inside the function, but that variable is available. We cannot create the, or we cannot access that variable outside of the function, but we can access the variable inside the another function. So that is the given function inside the function. As explained in the above example, the variable x is not available outside the function. So x that is, who is disturbing? Okay, so I will repeat. As explained in the above example, the variable x is not available outside the function. Okay, because for previous example, variable x is defined inside the functions only, because that variable scope is local. Okay, but that function is, or that variable is accessed within another function, but it is available for any function inside the function. So let's see the example. The local variable can be accessed from the function within the function. म्हणजेच काय, जे तुम्ही variables create करता local variables, ते variables तुम्ही functionच्या आतमध्ये अजून एक functions declare करून access करू शकता. That is the function inside the function. So local variable can be accessed from a function within the functions. So let's see the example. Same examples are there. First, they have created one function, define my function. So my function is the name of the function. Define, DEF stands for definition. Okay, in that functions I have created, or I have accessed the value, or I have assigned the value 300 to variable x. So x is equal to 300. After that function I have created one more function. One more function, name of the function is my inner function of c. That is the, this is first function. So this is our first function, this is our second function name. Okay, so after second function I have just simply print the message, that is print of x, and then my inner functions, and then my functions. Okay, so let's see the execution of that program. Define my function of c. Enter x is equal to 300. That is for the local. Now define my inner function of c, then print of x. Okay, then enter. Now my function of c, inner functionचं नाव काय, my inner function of c. Enter. So my inner function is not defined. If I will just define my function, then x is equal to 300, my inner function, then print of x. Then my inner function of c is not defined. Okay, now we need to define it. Print of x, then my inner function of c. My inner function of c, then my function of c. So that is the 300. So print of x. So here recursion error is given. Okay, if you type the program correctly, it will display the result, that is 300. So in function, inside the functions I have only simply I have printed the value of x. So that is the 300 inside of another functions, and just simply I have called here inner function, that is my inner function of c. Okay, Whenever you are typing the programs, you should type programs correctly line by line. Then and then only you will get the result. So yeah, if I will type the programs incorrectly, then it will give another result. Okay, so that is the 300. So that is function inside the function. Okay, so next is a global scope. Variable created in the main body of the Python code is a global variable and belongs to the global scope. जे व्हेरिएबल्स आपण पायथॉन कोडच्या अगोदर क्रिएट करतो त्या व्हेरिएबल्सला काय म्हणायचं ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल और वी कैन सिंपली कॉल इट द व्हेरिएबल व्हिच इज डिक्लेअर्ड outside of the main functions is called as global variables and belongs to the global scope. So that global variable is belongs to the global scope. So global variables are available from within any scope, local or global. म्हणजेच काय तुम्ही जे ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल्स डिक्लेअर करता ते व्हेरिएबल्स तुम्ही ऍज अ लोकल व्हेरिएबल्स पण ऍक्सेस करू शकता. We can that global variable which is available within the any scope. So either it may be the in global or it may be local. So examples are given here. A variable created outside of the function is global and can be used be anywhere. So here I have created created the variables x is equal to 300 outside of the function. Okay, outside of the function. Somebody wants to join. Okay, a variable created outside of the function is globals and can be used be anywhere. It means that the variable which is declared outside of the main function is called as global variables and that variable is belongs to the global space. So in that example, see same example is there for local as well as global variables. आपण लोकल मध्ये काय करत होतो फंक्शनच्या आतमध्ये व्हेरिएबल डिक्लेअर करत होतो पण इथे फंक्शनच्या बाहेर व्हेरिएबल्स काय केले डिक्लेअर केले दॅट इज x इज इक्वल टू 300 and you define my function. This is the name of the function and in that function we are just simply print the Abhijit and simply we are printing the print of x. Then my function, that my function is accessing the local. We are just simply given the name of that functions and print of x. So let's see output of that example. X is equal to 300 and define my function of c, then print of x. Print of x, my function of c, okay, and then print of x. So that is the 300 and 300. So my functions ची value काय असणार आहे 300 येणार आहे. Okay, because simply I have here call the functions. Okay, once you call the function, it automatically it will take the value of variables and next is the print of x, that is the 300. So this is the, so it means that global variable can access anywhere within that programs. So that is nothing but the global scope. So that is ग्लोबल कीवर्ड. कधी यूज करायचं ग्लोबल कीवर्ड्स इन युअर प्रोग्राम्स. सो let's see the global keyword. When global keyword is used in the program, so if you need to create a global variable but the stuck in the local scope, म्हणजे लोकल स्कोपला प्रॉब्लेम्स आला तर तुम्ही काय करा, ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल यूज करा. यू कॅन क्रिएट द ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल्स. यू कॅन यूज द ग्लोबल keyword. You can use the global keyword. The global keyword makes the variable global. Okay, instead of defining the global variable outside of the main function, you just simply use the global keyword to declare the global variables or global scope. So example are given. If you use the global keyword, the variable belongs to that ग्लोबल स्कोप. म्हणजेच काय, आतापर्यंत आजपर्यंत आपण कधी ग्लोबल कीवर्ड यूज केलेलं नाही सी प्लस प्लस आणि जावा मध्ये. पण पायथॉन मध्ये ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही ग्लोबल कीवर्ड यूज करता तर ऑटोमॅटिकली ते ऍज ते ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल म्हणून ऑटोमॅटिकली इट विल कन्सिडर. सो इफ यू यूज द ग्लोबल कीवर्ड, द व्हेरिएबल बिलोंग्स टू द ग्लोबल scope. Okay, so let's see the example for the global scope. So define my function of C, then global of X, then X is equal to 300. X is equal to 300. Then my function of C, then print of X. Let's see. So that is the global variable. So my function value of X is 300. So once you will use print X, it will display the value of X. X is equal to 300. So that is nothing but the global keyword. So also use the global keyword if you want to make a change to the local variable inside the functions. Okay. Also use the global keyword if you want to make a change to the global variable inside the function. म्हणजेच काय, जर तुम्ही ग्लोबल फंक्शन किंवा ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल मध्ये चेंज करायचं असेल तर तुम्ही काय यूज करू शकता, ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल ग्लोबल फंक्शन यूज करू शकता. सो इनसाइड ऑफ द फंक्शन example are given. To change the value of a variable inside a function, refer to the variable by using the global keyword. आता अगोदरच्या एक्झाम्पल मध्ये काय होतं, मी ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल्स डिक्लेअर केले नव्हते आउटसाइड ऑफ द फंक्शन, बट इन दिस एक्झाम्पल्स they have declared the variables outside of the function, that is X is equal to 300, and define my of function, that is the name of the function, global of X. ग्लोबल ऑफ एक्स. आता इथे ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबलची व्हॅल्यू चेंज झाली आहे. एक्स इज इक्वल टू 300. अगोदर किती होती, 300. इथे चेंज केली आहे व्हॅल्यू. यू कॅन चेंज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ दॅट ग्लोबल लोकल व्हेरिएबल बाय युझिंग द ग्लोबल कीवर्ड. my function of C, that is accessing the global variable and then print of X. So we will simply print the statement X is equal to 300. Define my function of C, then X is equal to 200. Before that, use global of X. Okay, so X is equal to 200, that is we're changing the value of local global variable. Then my function of C, then print of X, that is the 200. Okay, so तुम्ही With the help of global keyword, you can change the value of global variables. You can change the value of global variable. Is there any doubt here? Those who are not getting, is there any doubt here for scope of the variable? So there are mainly two types are there for scope of the variable. First is the local scope and the second one is the global scope. Local scope, the function or the variable which is declared inside the function is belongs to that local functions or belongs to local scope. So second, function inside the functions. If you want to access the local variable inside of another function, then you can access it by defining the another function into that same function. Next is a global scopes. The global scope or global variable which is declared outside of the main, outside of the Python code is called as ग्लोबल स्कोप. आणि ग्लोबल कीवर्ड कधी यूज करायचंय ज्यावेळेस तुम्हाला एखादी व्हॅल्यू वगैरे लोकल व्हेरिएबलची चेंज करायची असेल तर यू कॅन यूज द ग्लोबल कीवर्ड. सो दॅट इज द scope of the variable. Is there any doubt here for anybody? You can ask me if you have any doubt here. Is there any doubt? What is the local and what is the difference between local and global variable? I will ask the question for one student. Name of the student is Kajal Dubal. Kajal. Kajal Dubal. So what is the difference between local scope and global scope? What is the difference between them? Just tell me the difference between local scope and global scope. Kajal Dubal. Are you understood? Have you understood? In global scope, we can access throughout the, okay. Yes, right. Local. Local. Local scope. Next, Shruti Badve. Shruti Badve. What is the difference between local scope and global scope? Shruti Badve, what is the difference between local scope?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So tell me the answer.
Local scope is yes, ma'am. The local scope is available for a particular block only. Means the the variables which are declared in the local are actually executed only for the particular block, but the global variable are available throughout the program.
Okay, fine. So that is right. So next, Giteshwari Shinde. Giteshwari. Yeah. So tell me the function inside the function of local variable. As I have already explained. As I have already explained how to access the local variable function inside a function. Yeah, same. It's same as like your next thread function, right? So explain it. What is nested function? What is Giteshwari? What is the nested function? Just you on your microphone. You just on your microphone and speak. Nested function can access variable of enclosing scope. In Python, the non-local variables are read only by default, and we must declare specific. Don't Giteshwari. Don't Google it. You just tell me whatever you understood. Just tell me whatever you understood. Don't copy from Google and paste on chat box. Don't do like that. So whatever you understood, just tell me. If it is incorrect, then I will correct you. But I want answer from you. It means that you are not concentrating on your lecture. And what you are doing. I got that when I Google it. Why you Google it? You should ask me, na? Why I'm here? मी कशाला आहे मग? No need to Google it. I have already explained. You should ask me, even though I have asked you. Is there everybody understood or not? So what is function inside the function, Giteshwari? Then what is the use of conducting the lecture if you are not concentrating on it? Ajinkya. And I have already told that don't put your roll numbers when lecture is going on. Everybody putting your roll numbers when lecture is going on. Why is so like that? As I already told at the time of first lectures, at the end of the lectures, you can put your roll numbers on the chat box. But you are doing in between the lectures. Yes, Anisa, Savant. What is the difference between local and global variable? If you're not understood, you just ask me. I will explain one more time. Yeah, yes. So Kajal Dubal given very correct answer. In function inside, we can access the variable using another function inside the function also. That's a function inside the function. It means that we can access the local variable function inside of another function. Simply, there is no need to Google it. नावावरूनच तुमच्या लक्षात यायला पाहिजे फंक्शन इनसाइड फंक्शन म्हणजे काय एका फंक्शन मध्ये आपण दुसरं फंक्शन क्रिएट करतो and we are just simply accessing the local variable. It's very simple. And now you are Giteshwari, you are talking like ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Explain one more time. I explained already. Kajal Dubal, I explained already. In function inside of function, it means that you can create one function, that is main function. Inside of main function, you can create another function, and you can simply use the local variable that I have already explained. Okay, function inside the function as explained in above example. That is, the above example, it means that local variable local scope examples. Okay, in simply define, that is define my function, that is the name of the function, and I have simply given x is equal to 300, that is I have assigned the value of x is equal to 300, and we are just simply printing the x value with the help of printf statement, that is print of x. So that is the above examples. As explained in the above example, the variable x is not available outside the function. So x variable is not available outside of the function because that x is defined inside of the function. So but it is available for any function inside the function, means that x is equal to 300, which is declared in local scope, that x is equal to 300 which is available inside of another function. So that is the function inside of function. Let's see the example. Define my function. Okay, so that is one function, x is equal to 300, that is I have passed the value for that function is 300. In that function I have defined one more function, that is define my inner function, that is another function, and in that function I have just simply use the print statement to print the value of x. So that is print of x, and simply my inner of function, that is call that function, and my function, that is the main, to call the main function, that is the another main function, or that is another function. So this is my function is the main function, and my inner function here, that is the sub function. So that is function inside of function. Is there any doubt? Now understood, Giteshwari? Now understood? Now explain it. Now explain it.
Yes, ma'am. We can access the variable using another function inside that function.
Okay, good. So that is the scope of the variables. So next point
Hello?
is, yeah, you can unmute. So that is next point is the modules and packages. Okay, so modules and packages. For packages, we will see later. The first we will concentrate on modules. So what is a module? Consider a module to be the same as a code directory. Consider the module to be the same as a code directory, a file containing a set of function, a file containing a set of function you want to include in your application. You want to include in your application is called as module. It means that if you want to create a module, you need to create set of function to access that modules is called as modules. So how to create the modules in Python? Let's see. To create a module, just save the code you want in a file with the file extension .py. So .py is nothing but the Python extension. एखादा modules आपल्याला क्रिएट करायचं असेल तर ते modules किंवा तो कोड .py या extension नी सेव्ह करायचं. That is the to create. Once you create the .py extension with that modules, then it is called as to create the modules. So example, let's see the example for to create the modules. Okay, save the codes in the file mymodule.py. So define greetings. So that greeting is nothing but the name of the function. So you can give any name to that function, and in that function I have simply passed the parameter called as name. Define greetings name and print hello. Print in double quote hello. Hello is the string. So name is always in the collection name is nothing but the collections of characters. So print hello plus of names. So that is, this is your module. So this is your module. This code is nothing but your module. To create a modules, you just save that code with the help of extension called as .py. So .py is nothing but the extension to save the modules or to create the module. Now next, how to use that modules. Next, I will just simply write okay. Just search Python, that is Python ID LE Python 3.8. That ID is nothing but the integrated development tool. Just open that IDE LE. So that is your shell, first file, new file. Okay, new file create. आता module कसा create करायचा, I will told you how to create the module. Define greetings. Define greetings. In that pass the parameter, that is the names. आता आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, सिम्पली एक नेम प्रिंट करायचंय कॉन्सोल विंडो वरती. नाव प्रिंट hello, okay, comma, that is the name. Okay, that is name. Don't give any kind of semicolon after end of the statement. Okay, so define greeting. So greeting is nothing but the name of the function. Greeting is the name of the function and name is nothing but the parameter, and just simply print hello of name. Now before that, use the plus to access the name, plus of name. Now save your program, file, save as. I will write here my module12.py. Here I have used file name as my module12, कारण की मी ऑलरेडी 2-3 प्रोग्राम्स केलेत मॉड्यूल्स वरती, त्याच्यामुळे मी काय केलंय, माय मॉड्यूल 12 हे फाईलला नाव दिलेलं आहे विथ द एक्सटेन्शन .py. ओके, सो वन्स यू डन, जस्ट सेव्ह युअर फाईल. आता काय झालं, तुमचा मॉड्यूल क्रिएट झाला. ओके, नाव आता हा मॉड्यूल कसा यूज करायचा आहे, हाऊ टू यूज दॅट मॉड्यूल. Now you can save the modules we just created. Okay, we are saved our modules which is created by using import statement. Simply examples are given. Import the modules name my modules and call the greeting function. आता हे greeting functions काय करायचं आपल्याला, कॉल करायचे. How to call I will show. Okay, so that is the shell window and this is the module window. आता तो फंक्शन आपल्याला काय करायचंय, हाऊ टू कॉल विथ द हेल्प ऑफ इम्पोर्ट स्टेटमेंट. सॉरी, विथ द हेल्प ऑफ import statement. I will write here import my name of the module. The name of the module is my module 1 2. Okay, import my module. So here a name is wrong, my module, then enter, and we can call the greeting functions. You can call the greeting function with the help of name of the module, that is my module 1 2 dot greetings and simply pass the parameter of name, that is I will pass the my name, that is Afrin. Okay, and then execute it, that is hello Afrin. So that module is executed. I will show one more time. So this is our module. Once you created the modules, you just save that modules with the help of extension called as py, that is save as. तर save as कुठे करायचं बघा. I will copy that path. That is C users HP app data local programs Python. जिथे तुम्ही Python इन्स्टॉल केले तिथे my modules चे प्रोग्राम सेव्ह करायचे. Okay, so that is I have saved that programs in Python 3 8 folders, and now simply you can access these modules with the help of import statement. Import my module 1 2. Okay, my module is the name of the module. Simply use the import statement to use that module. Next, my module 12. So name of the modules dot greetings. So greetings is the name of the functions, and simply name is Afri. If I will write here, it's very name is very instead of my names I will write import my module 1 2, then enter my module 1 2 dot greetings in double quote use Swari College of Engineering Pandharpur. Okay, and just simply print. So greetings, my module has no attribute greetings. Okay, because here it should be greetings. It should be greetings, and that is name mistake. My module 1 2 dot greetings, because इथे functions नाव काय greetings आहे. And then in double quote right okay, welcome to Python lecture. Okay, so that is the name is welcome to Python. So output is hello comma welcome to Python lecture. So that is the output of that module. समजलं का कसं मॉड्यूल क्रिएट करायचं आणि कसं ऍक्सेस करायचं, हाऊ टू क्रिएट द मॉड्यूल. एव्हरीबडी अंडरस्टूड. Print define Kumar. Yes, define Sanu. Yes, you can do it. Print नाही का चालणार मॅडम ते सानू. Omkar Kulkarni, it should be something should be different. Okay, whatever the you are creating, it is also right. Okay, it is also right. You can do like that also. No problem at all. Everybody understood module? Everybody understood module? Is there any doubt? Now, next is a variables in a module. आता modules मध्ये कसे variables declare करायचे बघा. The module can contain functions as already described, but also variables of all types like your array, dictionaries, and object. It means that you can access the variables within that modules. A variable, it may be the anything like your arrays, like your dictionaries, like your object. So let's see the example for that, how to use the variables into that modules. So example, save these codes in the file mymodule.py. Save this code in the file mymodule.py. So that is the person 1. So person 1 is the object and all are the variables and their values. So first is the name, that is John. Second is the age, that is 36, and country is the Norway. Country is the Norway. So this is your variables and their values, and person one is nothing but the object. Person one is nothing but the object. Now save this code in the file mymodule.py. I have already executed that code. I will simply show you how to do that. C users HP, then hash app data, then go for the local. After local programs, python 3. इथे मी काय केले, modules create केले. I have created different modules in here. So that is person is equal to person one is equal to open curly bracket, name is equal to John. So age is 36, country is Norway. So this is our module. Now how to execute that module and how to use that modules. So to use that module, uh, you can execute this module from here as well, run the module. Okay, and then simply you can import let's see the name of the module, my module 1. Import my module 1, enter. My module 1, enter. So import the module name my module and access the person 1 directory. So how to access that directory? Let's see. Use a is a variable, then my module 1 dot person 1, and then use the brackets, that is age, then print of a, that is age is 36. So a is equal to my module 1 dot person 1 and in bracket. So that is a square bracket type, that is nothing but the list. Square bracket type, that is nothing but our list. You can pass another one as well. Okay, we cannot pass here. तुम्हाला जर बाकीचे पण variables print करायचे असेल तर you can just simply do same thing, that is import my module 1. Okay, a is equal to my module 1 dot person 1. Okay, in curly bracket. Second कुठला आहे, that is name and print of a. Okay, so name is John. If you want to access the third variable, that is country, import my module 1, a is equal to my module dot person 1 in bracket, that is third is country, then enter. Here it should be my module. Okay, it should be my module 1. Okay. So my module 1, then a is equal to my module 1 dot person 1. Okay, and then country, that is enter. country is in capital. आता तुम्ही काय करा that you can do it like that. Okay. Sometimes it happen for typing. Sometimes mistake happen in typing as well. A is equal to my module one dot person one and then country. My module one dot person one, my country. Okay, so that country, then print of in bracket of A. Country is Norway. In that fashion, you can print the value within that dictionaries or within that person object. Okay, so we have accessed the all the values for that module. So next, naming a module. So naming a modules, it means that you can give the another name to that module. So you can name the module file whatever you like, but it must have the file extension .py. Renaming a module. ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही मॉड्यूल्स रिनेम करता त्यावेळेस तुम्ही काय करा, you can use the extension called as .py. So create a alias for my module called mx. So import my module as mx. So I will show you the same. Import. I will read first of all. Import my module as mx. So as alias is used to renaming your module as alias. That create an alias for my module called mx. So import my module as mx. So mx is nothing but the new name to that module. So a is equal to mx dot person one of age and then print of a. I will simply execute that renaming a modules. So import my module 1 as mx then a is equal to mx dot person 1 and in bracket age that is and then print of a. Okay, so that is as alias. So as alias is used to renaming your modules, or we can call it as the already existing नाव आहे my modules. तर त्या existing modules नाव जर तुम्हाला चेंज करायचं असेल तर तुम्ही as alias यूज करायचं. As alias. So that is the renaming of modules or naming a modules. Now next is a built-in modules. Built-in modules. There are several built-in modules in Python which you can import whatever you like. Examples are given. Import platforms, import and use the platform modules. Import platforms is x is equal to platform.system. Platform.system. I will show you that code as well. Import platform. Okay, platform म्हणजे काय आपली ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट x is equal to platform.system. Okay, platform.system and print of x. Okay, so आपली कुठली, so I am using here Windows operating system. So platform is nothing but the OS system, that is the Windows. So import platform x is equal to platform.system print of x. So that is the built-in module, the module which is already existing in our system. So there are several built-in modules in Python which you can import whenever you like. Example, import and use the platform module. Import and use the platform module. So import is a platforms. X
Hello,
is equal to, yeah,
madam. Time is over.
I know that, but some of the students are joined late. So I have conducted lecture 10 minutes late. So I will, as it is, I will continue before 4:30 and then I will take your attendance. Yeah, tell. Do you have any doubt? If you are particular about your times, I'm also particular about the times. Most of the students join late. Okay, so 10 minutes lecture was late. So I will conduct 10 minutes early and then I will stop the session. Okay, कुठे होतो आपण? That is import and use the platform modules. So import the platforms, then x is equal to platform dot systems and then print of x. So that is the naming of the modules. So next is using the directory function. Using the directory function, there is a built-in function to list all the function names or variable names in the modules. So the directory function, example, list all the defined names belongs to the platform modules. So import platform in bracket and print of x. I will import. If you want to enlist all the directories which is available in your system, then use the directory function. Use the directory function. Then import platform, enter, x is equal to directory of platform. Then enter and print of x. Then enter. सो जेवढे तुमच्या सिस्टीम मध्ये डायरेक्टरीज अवेलेबल आहेत तेवढे इथे डिस्प्ले होतील. जेवढे सिस्टीम मध्ये डायरेक्टरी आहे, दॅट इज विंडोज 33 क्लायंट रिलीज, Win32 सर्व्हर रिलीज, these all are the directories which is available in this system. So all the directories we display over here. Okay, so that is the using the directory function. So here we will stop here, and for the next lectures we will continue from the Python. Understood everybody what is modules, how to use that modules? Everybody understood? Okay, I will take you, we will stop here and we'll take your attendance. Don't put your attendance, I will take your attendance and then you can. TA, what is today's date is 29. Roll number 1, TA.
Present.
Roll number 2, 2 absent. 3,
Present, ma'am.
4,
Present, ma'am.
5, absent. 6, absent.
Present, ma'am. Roll number 5 is present, ma'am.
7,
Roll number 6.
Present, ma'am.
yes. Roll number 7, absent. Roll number 8,
Present, madam.
roll number 8,
Present, ma'am.
9,
Present, ma'am. Roll number 9.
Hello, ma'am.
10, roll number 10,
Present, ma'am.
11,
Present, ma'am.
12,
Present, ma'am.
13,
Present, ma'am.
14,
Present, ma'am. 14.
15, 15,
Present, ma'am.
16, roll number 16, roll number 17,
Present, ma'am.
roll number 18, 18, roll number 18 absent, roll number 19,
Present, ma'am.
20,
Present, ma'am.
21, 21, 22,
Present, ma'am.
23, 24,
Present.
25,
Present, ma'am.
26,
Present, ma'am.
27,
Present, ma'am.
28,
Present, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30, 30 absent, 31,
Present, ma'am.
32,
Present, ma'am.
33,
Present, ma'am.
34,
Yes, ma'am.
35,
Yes, ma'am.
36,
Yes, ma'am.
37,
Present, ma'am.
38,
Present, ma'am.
39,
Present, ma'am.
40,
Yes, ma'am.
41,
Present, ma'am.
42, 42, 43, 44,
Present, ma'am.
45,
Present, ma'am.
46, 47,
Ma'am.
48,
Present.
49,
Present, ma'am.
50, 50 absent, 51, 51 absent, 52 absent, 53, 54,
Present.
55,
Present.
56,
Present.
57, 57 absent, 58,
Present.
59,
Present.
60, 60, 61, 62, 63,
Present, ma'am.
64,
Present, ma'am.
65,
Present.
66, 66 absent, 67, 68,
Present.
69,
Present.
70.
Present.
Okay, so
Ma'am, 16 is present.
okay, roll number 16 is present. I will call the absent numbers.
Madam, 7 is present.
Okay, okay. I will call the absent numbers and then you can tell me. Division A, roll number 2, 18, 21, 23, 30, 42, 43, 46, 50, 51, 52, 53, 57, 60, 61, 62, 66 and 67. These roll numbers are absent. Okay.
Roll number 21.
Roll number
21.
what?
21. 2 1.
Okay. Next.
50, madam.
50.
3.
Okay, next. Okay. So A division students you can left from the group. TB, roll number 1,
Present, ma'am.
2, roll number 2 absent, roll number 3,
Present, ma'am.
roll number 4,
Present.
5, roll number 5, absent, roll number 6, absent 7, 8, 9,
Present,
roll number,
ma'am. Present, ma'am.
roll number 10, absent, roll number 11, 12,
Present, ma'am.
13,
Present, ma'am.
roll number 14,
Present.
present. Okay, 14,
Ma'am.
15,
Present.
16,
Present, ma'am. 16.
17,
Present, ma'am.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
Present, ma'am.
23, 22 is present.
Present, ma'am. 23 present.
Okay, 24,
Yes, ma'am.
25,
Present, ma'am.
26,
Present, ma'am.
27,
Present, ma'am.
28, 28 absent, 29, 30,
Present, ma'am.
31, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35,
Present, ma'am.
36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48,
Yes, madam.
48 present, 49, 50,
Present, ma'am.
51,
Present, ma'am.
52,
Present, ma'am.
53,
Present, ma'am.
54, 54 absent, 55, 56,
Present, ma'am.
56 is present, 57, 58,
55 present, ma'am.
okay,
Present, ma'am. 58.
59,
Present, ma'am.
60, 60, absent, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71,
Present,
72,
70.
71 is present, 72, 73,
Present, ma'am.
74, 75,
Present, ma'am.
76, present ma'am, 77, 78, 79, and 80. Okay. So TEB division, I'm calling absent numbers. Roll number 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 18, 19, 21, 22, 28, 29, 31, 32,
Ma'am, 22,
33.
roll number 22 is present.
Okay.
I was given the present here.
Roll number
Ma'am, roll number 12 is present.
roll number 12.
Ma'am,
Okay.
hello?
Yeah.
Ma'am, roll number 8.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Ma-
10.
22.
roll. Okay. Roll number 10 is also present. Roll number 10
And
absent. Okay. So can I continue? Next
ma'am, can
next
you
roll
once
number.
again repeat the absent roll number?
Roll number 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 49, 54, 57, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 72, 74, 77, 78, 80.
70.
Roll number 70. Okay, next.
Ma'am, 10.
Roll number 10. Next. Done? Everyone?
63.
63. Okay, next. Next. Maximum 40 students are absent for your division only. 8 division students are attending the regular classes, but your division students are not attending their lectures. Roll number 42. Okay, next. Okay, if you are done, you can leave from the groups, everyone. Roll number 16. Yeah, 16 is there. Next. Okay, done? Now. B42. Yeah, done. Jaydeep. Next.